Funky. Hip hop.
All right, y'all, here we are. So some more NBA talk and a very interesting discussion. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks and their new draft pick. Mr. Kevin Knox is in the building. So give me your feedback. What's your feelings, your thoughts on Kevin Knox and what we've seen in Summer League? Let's keep it in a perspective. It's Summer League. But what's your feelings on him?
I feel he's a superstar. I feel he's a superstar.
He's a superstar.
Greek freak with a better jump. Look, man.
Don't do that, please,
look,
what's in that? What's in that?
Look, man. Kid's playing well, man. What can I say? The kid's playing well, man. I like what I see so far. The kid has poise. The kid, seriously, the kid is playing well. He had 29 points last night. Smooth stroke. He looks a little polished. Jump shot, man. Come on, get your life together.
I'm just saying.
Get your life together.
Get your life together. This guy, man, yo, grow up. Seriously, just grow up.
I'm still gonna pause that.
No, but the kid, he had 5 3-pointers last night, and he plays with a poise and a confidence. Now, obviously, you got to look at the level of competition he's playing against, and that's going to get better once he does actually hit the league. But it is nice to see somebody like somebody be excited about as a Knicks fan that we potentially have something there. The kid looks good.
Avery?
Do I gotta comment on the Knicks?
Yeah.
Firstly, I wanted to say, Summer League is fool's gold a little bit to me. I'm not really into the Summer League. I watch it. Obviously, you want to see what kids can do. There was a lot of talk about Trae Young missing stuff early on.
He's been turning around for himself.
And he has.
But it's Summer League.
But just referring to Kevin Knox, look, I think the kid he's pretty athletic. I didn't like the pick, obviously, but I didn't like the pick more based off of a tickets thing and where the Knicks were going to go as far as trying to make them more appealing for players to actually land there. But overall, the kid, like Banks said, he's playing well. He's freakishly athletic. He's got a lot of rise to his game. Most of the things I've seen from him was dunks. He has a tendency to play a little out of control sometimes, but I think that's normal as a kid at that age and playing in a summer league, which is ultimately a pickup game, and everybody's out to prove themselves. Obviously, when it comes down to being in the lights in the garden, going up against guys that are going to match up with you every night that can play. He's playing in the East. That's going to give him a benefit. Maybe till when he sees like Ben Simmons or something like that. But I think the kid can play. And we'll see. It's a wait and see. Nothing to go too crazy about though. It's the summer league.
I'm looking at it as a break in the clouds. Because I've had a gloomy look over the Knicks, and now watching this kid, I feel you
didn't like the pick either.
I didn't like the pick. Okay. I didn't like the pick. I didn't go out the window on the pick.
Right.
I didn't say I was against it. Didn't say again. We have to wait and see. I know that this kid going to have about a 3-year window, and from starting off Jump Street, this is a way to start out.
Absolutely.
If you're going to start out as a Knick player, as a Knick draft pick, this is the way to start out. It gives you hope. It gives you something to look at, gives you something to cheer for. The kid got an upside. I mean, his mid-range game is very good. In this league, in the NBA there today, his game, if he can be consistent at the next level, because the next level is getting into seasonal ball, playing 82 games. If he can be consistent, then yes, we have found something.
But just to add to what you're saying, I wouldn't be shocked if the kid is better than what we all expected, just based on the fact that this is like the Kentucky player. Remember, these kids is handcuffed.
Right.
Calipari tells you, listen, this is what we doing. This is what we doing out here. You're not going out there putting up.
And he did lead that team in scoring though too.
That's what I'm saying. So we may not have seen the full package from that kid as far as what he can do. Same thing with Anthony Davis. Nobody knew Anthony Davis was that good. So I think
developed also.
And, I want to tell you, as Knicks fans, and this is me being completely objective. If you watch a lot of, if you're on social media, anything like that, and you watch a lot of, Fizdale does a lot of. He micromanages this kid. He does a lot of working with this kid. So I think Fizdale is the perfect coach for the youth of the Knicks. So, yeah, I think the Knicks, they got a little bit of an outlook as of right now. Again, I wouldn't buy too much into it, but listen, it looks promising right now. It looks promising.
Would you buy into it, Banks?
Yeah, I mean, with the doom and gloom that's been over this organization for the past 20 years, yeah, I'm excited about seeing something that we look forward to. Now, he's another piece. You know, some are high on Porzingis, some are not. I like Porzingis. Do I think he's possibly like the superstar that everybody paints him out to be? No, but it's nice to have a Kevin Knox in the fold. See what's going forward. You have a Kevin Knox. You have a Porzingis. Still see Ntilikina get developed. I know how Mark feels about that guy. But yeah, it's definitely something to look forward to. For the first time in a long time, our co-host Leaf has been telling me to watch Summer League for a lot of times. He said you can see people dominate in Summer League, and generally when they dominate in Summer League, it transfers over to the regular season.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but Leaf sees
they're pretty solid.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell dominated in Summer League and stuff like that. The guy who should have been Rookie of the Year. And so it is possible. It is possible to find some value later on in the draft. Nobody saw Donovan Mitchell coming. It's possible that you take the handcuffs off this kid. He doesn't have Porzingis to I don't want to say stunt his development, but if Porzingis is the man on that team, so the majority of the shots are going his way. So like he's getting to develop into his own in this window of time that he has, and then you're adding a Porzingis. You might see a completely. Once again, this year for the Knicks is a wash. But I'm going to be interested to watch them play because I want to see how Fizdale implements his system, and I want to see how this kid plays once the lights are shining on Broadway.
The scary part, I look at the other side of the coin of it, is I'm kind of now was wishing that Porzingis was here. Because an 18-year-old kid, like Avery said, thrown into the garden and have to deal with that, the moment you hit the wall, the New York media goes at you full on.
Right.
Some protection for him would have been to have Zingis there with him.
Which is what Melo was. Which is what Melo was for Zingis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not having that, I don't know if that's going to be.
I got a question
a bad thing
for
or
Knicks
not.
fans. Y'all don't think that on the flip of that?
Go ahead.
You don't think that will help you? I think that's gonna accelerate his growth.
I agree.
If anything, if he has the mentality, if he has the
steel
mentality.
sharpens steel.
Yeah, I think that's gonna accelerate his growth. Having to be that him and Frank Nitty. Yeah. I think that'll help both of them.
Yeah. But again, it could.
It's Fizdale, man. I'm telling you, he's an X factor.
No one is saying no. Right. But the only thing is, we've watched the burnout happen. We've watched fans start out and then turn on you in a heartbeat.
Well, it all depends, man. Like, they out the gate, Porzingis was booed on draft night. They hated Porzingis, and it's
consistency.
Yes, but it's a mentality. It's a mentality of you know what? I want to prove these people wrong. I want to be here. I like it when I see a guy get drafted by the Knicks and he's like, "This is where I wanted to be. Right. This is where I wanted to come. I wanted this stage."
Yo, did Frank get booed on draft night?
No, Phil did.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it wasn't about him.
During the time of him playing last year, how was the crowd's response to him? Because he was pretty inconsistent.
He had moments. He had moments, but he gave you flashes, and what happened was people wanted to see more. So there was some boos behind that.
But just remember, he started, then he went to the bench, then they drafted him,
then they got in Moutier, then they got in Trey Burke.
No, think about what's his name was there starting out, the vet.
Jared Jack.
So
and Sessions was there.
Right, so he played behind them. So it was a in and out deal. So again, it wasn't so much that you can kill him, but we was down on him.
The problem with Frank is you see the skill set. I've seen the skill set. It's a lack of aggression, and I think that's what frustrates Knicks fans, because you see that he can actually play the game. You may not think he's the most skilled, but you see he has the tools. He's a big guard.
Right.
He plays really good defense and stuff like that. You want to see the kid be more aggressive. Take that shot. Go to the hole. And there's a timidness there.
One thing I'll say about Kevin Knox that I've seen, I don't know if it's going to translate. That kid ain't shy. He clearly is not shy. He's not shy.
Yeah,
he's aggressive.
That game yesterday was crazy.
Yeah,
that third quarter comeback they had was insane. They were down by like 20 points and they came back inside it. Yeah, they came back inside the game. And he was the reason they came back inside that game.
But the other kid Robinson is pretty good too.
They said they might have found a diamond in the rough with this kid. Big athletic kid.
Yeah, he's plays above the rim.
Yeah, Capella type.
And he's athletic. He's very athletic. So once again, but you can't go too far because it's Summer League.
We're talking about Summer League, yeah.
Excuse me. It's Summer League. It's going to be interesting to see how this season pans out. As a Knicks fan, I'm going to hope that this will be a turn that we can start building upon this. Kevin Knox stay healthy. That's something else that I'm hoping for. It's a couple pieces here.
Well, I think they're good.
I was just gonna say, just being completely subjective, I hope y'all crash and burn.
Absolutely, I got that. I think there's a.
We do not want the Philly curse on us.
Right.
We don't want our first round pick to
partially, there's an elephant in the room, because if Michael Porter goes out there and becomes a superstar, it's gonna be bad.
No, it's not.
It's going to be bad if this kid doesn't pan out to be something.
If Kevin Knox doesn't pan out.
Exactly.
Perhaps.
No, it's not. It's not.
Why?
I guarantee you the New York media is going to.
Here's why.
I think I know where you're going to go with it. Yeah, the risk that was associated
Porter
with
was not a clear must-take. You can't pass on.
This is the New York media.
They
don't care about that.
They kill y'all about
Donovan. The media is something different. The media is different. But I'm talking about Knicks fans.
Knicks fans follow the media.
Knicks fans that wanted Michael Porter though.
Money, and I really don't understand. I mean, no, listen,
I just gotta be fun because every night that Michael Porter has a bad night, this guy is gonna be throwing this stuff or something.
Yo,
I see it already. DNP. I see it already.
I hope they're both great.
He wasn't supposed to play.
He's not.
He wasn't supposed to play.
Again,
I hope they're both great. I really do. I hope both of the kids pan
out. Yes, I hope Kevin Knox pan out. Michael Porter isn't wearing a Knicks uniform, so I don't care if he pan out or not.
True.
But as far as wearing a Knicks uniform, Kevin Knox is a Knick. I'm hoping for the best for him. That's what I'm looking at.
You can see sometimes that game translates, man. Yeah, the competition is subpar, but you can see the kid is not scared, like Avery says.
Yeah.
And you can see the skill set there.
He's the prototype, 6'8". You know what I'm saying?
Is he 6'8"? He look more like 6'9".
He's like 6'8".
But let's keep something in perspective. It's easy when you're playing against guys that you've seen in college, guys you know around from the circuit. When you get out there now, you start seeing the NBA players, and you got to go up against them night and to me, for a rookie, it's the grind. The 82-game grind to me is
18-year-old kid,
18-year-old kid.
Yo, in New York, that's a real piece of it. Yeah,
you gotta love basketball, man. You gotta really want this.
I can put him in the same thing as Jason Tatum.
Okay,
similar. And Jason Tatum didn't have a crazy year. He had a great playoffs.
He putting in work in the offseason, though. Oh, my God.
Now he is.
So you see him playing with Embiid?
Oh, my God. Putting it on Embiid, too. That's a crazy
He only averaged 14 points for the regular season.
That's wild.
That's not bad, though.
No. I'm not
Considering what he was thrown into.
Yeah, he's like the third option on that team.
No, without a doubt. But what I'm saying is he shined in the playoffs.
Okay.
He stepped up when the lights was big. He stepped up. I'm hoping that Kevin Knox will step up in the latter part of the season.
You're talking about the latter part of the season. I agree. He's not gonna have to worry about stepping up in the playoffs probably for like another couple years. You know what I mean? So he could possibly grow into that role of being the guy.
Growth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're looking for this year. This year we're looking for growth. We're not looking for a playoff run or anything like that, in my estimation.
Not.
See, I'm looking to lose. I'm just asking.
No,
that's a question you asked me. So you're okay with losing? I just asked the ball.
I'm
question,
okay with
man.
it. I'm okay with it.
Yo, listen.
I'm okay with it if we're gonna.
I just
Is-
asked if
is
y'all
the
okay
Sixers?
with losing.
Yes, we have
I
to
mean-
be. We have to be.
No,
I've been where you said that, man.
Don't do that.
I've
Are
been-
you okay with
Yeah,
losing? Don't
that's
say
what it is.
we have to be.
The Knicks
I'm asking
has to
what
be.
you.
I'm
No,
not.
I'm
not.
asking.
I
Okay.
hate the
Okay.
fact that we have to lose.
Okay, but it's a
I hate
part
the
of
fact. It's a part
rebuilding.
Of, I don't know if that's rebuilding, but it's a it's a part.
Look,
of,
man. When it comes to the Knicks, I like the direction that they're heading.
Hold
It
on.
looks like they're making some smart.
I just got to say this. I still don't know what the direction is because until we sign Porzingis back,
Okay.
that's when I'll be able to say okay. Because if he leaves, now what direction
Fine,
are we
I
going?
understand, but if
I'm
we're
just saying.
talking about
Do you
at
want
this,
Porzingis back?
No, I do want him
if
back.
we're talking about at
do
this
want him back.
particular point right
Interesting.
now, if you know
Interesting.
the way it's supposed to be headed, if
Leave
the
the
Knicks
one that didn't want him back.
if the Knicks do sign Porzingis, I think they're headed in the right direction. They're making some smart picks.
That
and
I
we'll
will
see.
agree with.
Yeah,
That I'll definitely agree with. I'll take
okay.
that one.
I'm with it.
I just gotta. Okay, I'll leave it to the Knicks fans, Joe.
On that note, this is our take, y'all. What's yours?
Peace, y'all.
Peace.